It was a very difficult decision to make. It's something that I've been contemplating for a long time, not just since the end of the World Cup. It's a decision that I've took very serious, and it's been tough. You know, it's swung both ways at times, and I've had to take an awful lot of advice from people who are close to me, players who I still play with, ex-players who I've played with a long time ago. I haven't made my decision on the back of the World Cup. I've made my decision on my age, on my body, on being fair to Liverpool Football Club, being respectful for them, especially with having the Champions League back. That was a huge factor. You know, to ask my body now the way it is and what it's been through to play international football and domestic football was too much of an ask. There is a time when you're a football player where you've got to make the right decision. You've got to be, I don't know whether selfish is the right word because I'm not a selfish person, but you know, I've had to think of me this time and how can I perform well for Liverpool in the Champions League, and how can I be available for every game and hit the performance levels that I like to play on. And for me, the best chance for me to do that is to get regular breaks during the season, and that will happen now. I think the most important thing for me was to not make an emotional decision or a rash decision. You know, I was asked questions during the World Cup, before the World Cup, after the World Cup, to make a decision on my future, and it wasn't the right time. It was important that I came away from football. I had some time to be alone, time to be with my close family and friends, and basically discuss and talk about what's going to be the best decision for me moving forward. And the first time I've spoke to Roy properly was this week. You know, I had tried to have an initial chat with him straight after the World Cup, but I was too emotional to talk to him really. I was still very upset with how the World Cup went, and I needed time to come away to gather my thoughts and clear my head and make sure that it was the right decision because it was so big. I'd like to think that, you know, my performance has shown effort and determination. I've given everything I can for England every time I've gone out. You know, admittedly, I've never always hit top form, but I think, you know, the basics and what's required when you put an England shirt on is give 100%, fight, give your best, and I'd like to think I've always given that, and it's for the supporters.